Memories. I've been on Facebook more than I have ever been in my entire life during this social distancing time. I choose to call it sequestering. I think it sounds better. And I love what people are posting. It's either to ease our boredom or to turn our thoughts to happier times. So yes, I too have pulled out those wonderful scrapbooks and baby albums along the way. Some of my favorite things that are being posted right now to think of happier times are pictures of mom and dad. And so here's mine. One of my favorites of my mom and dad, the year they got married, young and very much in love. Now, another one of the posts that I absolutely adore is one for our high school seniors. Now, we all know that their high school career ended abruptly and that they are missing out on so much of those things that we just treasure as beautiful memories. So some of us are sharing ours with them. Now, yes, it does require some bravery on some of our parts. Class of 92, anyone? Oh yeah, check out those bangs. It was a beautiful time. I call it rave number 4. For those of you who don't know what rave number 4 is, it came directly after Aquanet. Something else that came up on Facebook that I thought was really interesting was a post that my aunt had made. She was talking about my great-grandma Bessie. Now, Grandma Bessie, here she is right here holding, oh yeah, cutest baby ever, me. And here she is with my twin brother and I. Now, Grandma Bessie lived during the Spanish flu. And if I've done my math right, I believe that she was in her early 20s and lived to be 92. But Grandma Bessie would not be in the same room with anyone who had a cold or the sniffles. Now, remember I said she lived to 92, so that may have benefited her in the long run. But her experience left such a strong emotional mark on her. So memories are created when our emotions are sparked or awakened, and our brain sits up and it takes notice and it starts storing as much detail about that emotion-filled event. What it's doing is wiring it for a quick recall of that memory. So even in a moment's notice, decades later, it can bring it back. Don't sneeze in front of Grandma Bessie. Now, 2 of the strongest emotions I know are fear and love. In fact, at the end of the Bible, there's a verse in a book called 1 John. It's in the 4th chapter, and it says, "There is no fear in love. Instead, perfect love drives away fear." Wait, what? There is no fear in love? That means the two can't coexist. Perfect love will drive away the fear. God is love, and He loves you and He loves me very much. So it makes me wonder, what memories will I be taking away from this experience? Will they be filled with fear or will they be filled with love? So we have to eat at home every night because the restaurants are closed. Will I remember that? Or will I remember taking that opportunity to teach my high school boys how to cook? Will I remember the guy at Safeway that's counting to make sure only 100 people come in? Now, I call him the Safeway bouncer. Kevin doesn't think that's appropriate, but you don't have to tell him I said that. So will you remember him, or will you remember your opportunity that you took to make homemade bread? Oh yeah, I've seen your post. It looks delicious. I wish you would share. Will you remember a fear of not having enough personal protection equipment for the hospital workers? Or will you remember our friends and neighbors who gathered supplies and sewed masks so that they would have them? Are you going to remember missed parties, birthday and otherwise? Or are you going to remember the parades that loved ones put together so that we could celebrate those people? So my question is, will my memories be filled with fear or full of love? I pray that God will provide you memories full of perfect love.